It's exactly what he needed. Okay, this is a fascinating session that I did the other day with a 9-month-old pit bull. You see him jumping on the owner, being generally wild. I am going to jump back to some, look at him, wildness, barking. I'm going to jump back to some original, look at him, look at him. Look in his eyes, okay? He kind of loses his mind a little bit, and you're going to see a crazy session. You're going to see Prince start to become like my old dog Bosco. All right, you occasionally see it in these sessions that I post, but I think you're going to see it the most in this session. Okay, he's great with dogs. He's going to be good with dogs, but he's going to tell dogs and this dog what's up, and he's going to say you can't do that, and I'm going to let you know. I'm going to slow down some clips too. It's a really interesting body language session to watch Buddy, this dog, and to watch my dog. I'm going to jump back and forth to the original audio because I think it's important. So the first thing that you're going to hear in the original audio is me tell him exercise. Look at this dog. Look how strong he is. Look how thin he is. He's not too thin. He's perfect. He's muscly. He's young. He needs exercise, right? This guy with training's not going to do anything unless he does a good job at exercising the dog. He needs to do a great job at exercising this dog, though. I'm not saying you have to take him on a 2-mile hike well, I kind of am. 2 miles isn't that far.
Yeah, it's not that far.
Like every other day, I would rather you do a mile every day than 2 miles every other day.
Because they need it every day.
They need something every day. Coupled with, he's got to wrestle with dogs. He's too athletic. He's in the craziest time. You have him at the 9 months is the hardest time to own a dog.
Is it? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, dude.
Wow.
You got it. You're in the middle of it. It's the worst. Plus, he's got some other issues. Like he's got a lot of space to run around, and he chose to just sit here and nip you, and he hasn't gone within 10 feet of you. So now I'm going to tell him to walk around just to get the dog moving. People come out and they want their dog to run and explore this place and swim and run in the pasture, and it's really healthy for dogs, and he wasn't leaving him. So I said, walk around, get this guy away from you, let him run around. All right, in a minute, you are going to see him meet Prince, and this is where the action is going to start. He has, I think, like one doggy friend, but he just doesn't have many. And a dog like this, he needs to play, he needs to wrestle with other dogs. The problem is, you're going to see the problem in a minute. He is not aggressive. However, he is going to be aggressive unless we really get to work on this guy. And you're going to see why. He's 9 months old. And you're going to hear me in the original audio say multiple times, he's not afraid of the fight. He's not looking to fight, but he ain't afraid to do it. And he will push a dog to go at him so that he gets in something that resembles a fight. I don't think he would have bit a dog a single time today, but in a month he will. In 3 months he definitely will. So he's got the muzzle on, so I'm not terribly worried. And there's moments when he looks really good. His play today is 95% play. His body language, 95% play. There's 5% that is not play though. But again, it's not aggressive. You're going to see really good moments of this guy. And that's why it's interesting. Really great moments. And then moments where he's basically saying, what's up? Let's play as rough as we can possibly play. And if it happens, if a little fight happens, he's fine with it. Okay? So you're going to see Prince. Prince is being perfect. This is the first sign of not greatness. Right there. Okay? Just the chasing and the over the back. And Prince is already like not down with it. Plus, this guy's obsessed with smelling other dogs. Okay? So now he does it. I'm going to make this a 2-parter because there's so much good stuff in it. All right. Now you're going to hear what I say to this guy and see some action. Because good boy, Prince. I got to keep watching the whole time. Good boy, Princey. That's our good boy. That's exactly what he needed. That's exactly what he needed is what I told him, because it is. The timing of Prince going at him
was exactly what he needed. We could have a leash on him. We could give him corrections. Nothing works as well as another dog giving him a correction. I would prefer Prince give, look at that look from him. I would prefer Prince give him even more of a correction. There's a little one. But, you know, there's a fine line there. You know, Prince is not an aggressive dog. He's going to tell him what's up. Hopefully it's going to be clear enough to the dog, but a little more actually would be good. But how much can we ask of a helper dog to have that line between not biting a dog, but yet pinning a dog? Like, this guy should get pinned by another dog. It'd be the greatest thing for him. Remember my story I told you guys about my first dog, Bosco, running up and jumping on a dog all playful, and the dog kind of biting him in the ear and him yelping away, and how it was the best thing for him? Didn't hurt him. Well, it didn't puncture him. Hurt him. He never again jumped on a dog quite that hard. This dog needs, and he's actually doing it aggressively, okay? He's going at a dog, and I'm giving Prince a lot of love for being such a good boy. And now you're going to see he's there again. He kind of knocks Prince off, and Prince is not happy about it, okay? Now Prince is going at him, standing tall, doing exactly what I need him to do. And this guy's backing down. But he's only backing down for a second. Prince, again, this guy needs to be backed down constantly, and then back to smelling. He's a rough smeller. I've told you that. And you're going to see every dog he meets, and he's going to meet multiple dogs, he smells them constantly. All right, now to the audio.
You see him like kind of go wow like that. Like, he's getting the point. Like, you can't play like you frickin' want to play, because he can't. He's mean. He's being mean. He's like running and mean mugging and smelling rough and there, first play ball from Prince, because the dude chilled a little bit. He'll still get mad at him. Good boy, Prince. Prince is being exactly what I need Prince to be. Good boy. He's going to keep getting mad at him, though, if he keeps doing this. Good boy, Prince.
Now you're going to see that in slow-mo. Watch how Prince turns at the right moment, and instead of taking the hit, gives the hit. The dog was coming to hit him right over the shoulders and to come up. Prince turned at the perfect moment and gave him the hit, and then gave him a little something extra right there instead of taking the hit. It was perfect move by Prince. He's being perfect. He's being exactly what I need him to be, and I'm letting him know he's doing a good job. The guy's just too wild, so Prince is saying, calm your butt down. Okay, more smelling. I'm going to talk to you about that in a minute. I've talked to you a little bit about it already, but we're going to get into it more. So Prince is going to keep doing what he's doing. Hopefully, we're going to go down to the pasture. Okay, so the smelling of Prince. I've had so many comments, especially on this one video where I talked about neutering, where all these crazy non-neutering people get like all nutty and they go, oh, you should be neutered if you think a dog should be neutered. They don't own this dog. The people saying that don't own this dog. The people saying that don't get their dog with other dogs and have those dogs constantly smelling the genitals of other dogs. If they did, they would get their dog neutered, or they'd change their life to not be with other dogs, because this guy obsessively smells the genitals of other dogs to the point where you can't have him around other dogs. It's constant. He meets 2 other dogs in this session, and he smells each of them probably 10 times. Most dogs smell once, and then they move on, and they go, okay, I get it. They move on. Not this guy. It's constant, rough smelling of other dogs. Multiple, probably 5 to 10 times of every dog he meets. Look at how rough he is. He gets underneath the dogs. So all you non-neuter crazy people who think you know better than the owner and you have the life, you don't have the life of this owner. This guy lives in Orange County and wants his dog to be with other dogs. The non-neutering people live on a farm in Ireland and never get their dog around other dogs. So it's enough. It's enough thinking you know what other people need and thinking you have all the answers. Okay? That goes for a lot. A lot of people have all these crazy opinions on everything. Okay? All right, so enough about that. All right, now we're going to let multiple dogs down. We're going to let Luke down in a minute. But this dog, he needs to play with other dogs, and he needs to be corrected. He needs to be corrected by the other dog, preferably, right there. But he thinks it's all game. That's the problem. He loves the roughness. He loves the quote unquote fight. It's not a fight yet, but he loves it. What is the roughest thing a dog can do with another dog? It's fight them. And he's bordering on it. In 3 months, it is going to be a fight. He wants to be so rough. He's not aggressive. He has not been aggressive today. In my definition of aggression. But it's right up to the edge. Right there. He loves it. Look at this. Prince gets mad at him. Thinks it's the greatest thing ever. Look at it. Look at him. Yeah, let's do this. He doesn't want to fight. He wants to go right up to the line of fighting. And then, but he doesn't really want to fight. Even Prince, like, he was standing there a minute ago, like 10 seconds ago, and it looked like he was not looking good. Prince put his head down. Like, Prince is like, I know this guy isn't going to bite me. But he's out of control. He's a little bit out of control. And it's not the owner's fault. It's not, he hasn't been socialized great, but I get it. He was pretty nutty at 5 months, right? Vets tell him, oh, don't get out before 6 months or 9 months or whatever. And then the dog is like 5, 6, 7 months. You start getting them out and they're already crazy. What are you going to do? Look at this stalk. Stalking of Luke. Look at, then Luke looks away. You ever see a big cat stalk its prey? As soon as the prey looks away, they move in closer, then they stalk more. But again, it's not aggressive. My old first Doberman, Bosco, used to stalk dogs all the time. It's not necessarily aggressive. It didn't look good, but it's not necessarily aggressive. So now Luke's going to come down. Why did I choose Luke? You've seen Luke in other videos. Luke is a rough dog, okay? Luke is pretty big, and the next dog he's going to meet, which is going to be in the video, I'm going to make this a two-parter tomorrow, Connery, is really big. They need to be able to absorb this guy's play. And also, Luke is also rough. So it's like, I want the rough guys to get together. I don't want to bring some thin dog down who can't take it. Okay, so these guys are doing some crazy stare off. So now we're going to bring Luke down in a minute, and you're going to watch that. Look at him go nuts at the fence. He doesn't look good, does he? But he's deceiving. It's not terrible. He just wants to get to the dog. He's barking, he's whining, he's going nuts. Owner's holding him. He's going nuts. He's hitting the fence. He doesn't look good, but he's not terrible. But I'm going to have the owner come out like every month till he's a year old. The guy lives far away. Right? It's hard. Maybe I said every 2 weeks. I don't remember. But he needs to come out. He needs to get with dogs to get some of this energy out. He needs to be corrected by the dogs. He needs to be corrected by us, me and the owner. Look at, he likes this. He likes dogs. I mean, he actually likes dogs. I deal with aggressive dogs all the time that go at dogs. This guy, that's not this guy. But again, the roughest thing you look at, the smelling, the smelling, the smelling. Oh my gosh, never new to your dog. All right, get this dog, and then keep saying never new to your dog. Look at, looks good. Look at this. The play, it's backing up. It's really quite good. He kind of loses his mind. You can see it in his eyes. That wasn't great. Luke doesn't seem to mind it terribly. That's why we got Luke. I mean, he's a lot. If you're a lot for Luke, you're a lot. But I'm not giving him any corrections. We're in the phase right now of like figuring out what's going on with this guy. Not in the knock it off phase. Okay? Look, Luke tries to play with him. It's a lot of up play. We're going to start correcting that. But not in this first session. Okay? I'll give a few. But all right, now back to some original audio because I want you guys to hear what I tell the owner.
He's looking for the fight, like not a real fight, but he's looking for the exhilaration of a really rough play bordering on an actual fight, and that's the problem. That's our problem. It's partly in this breed, partly, and then the lack of socialization. So it's like everything's so darn new. I mean, but you know, he's not terrible. Like, he doesn't hate dogs. I do believe that he.
So you just heard me say what I've already told you guys. So now we're just gonna watch body language. Butt touch. You can barely get this guy's eyes off of another dog. So we've got to do some things, right? You've seen me do the butt touch before to create a loose leash. It's hard to get a loose leash with this guy. He needs to be on a gentle leader going for walks. And I told the owner that. You have to. You have no other option. Zero options except a gentle leader. This guy, he's going to pull. He's going to lunge at dogs. He does. Up, but playful. Does Luke mind it? No. So I don't correct it. We have to get him with dogs. More smelling, more rough smelling, more quote-unquote aggressive smelling. Still play, still good. There's these moments when he gets to running, the other dog, more smelling. More smelling. He gets to running where you can see in his eyes, he just kind of loses his mind a little bit. And that's going to be the problem. He's looking for roughness. He's looking for physicality. And the roughest thing you can do is fight with another dog. More smelling, constant smelling, constant smelling. So, the next video you're going to see, I'll post that probably tomorrow, is him getting with Connery and me being a little more no nonsense with this guy. Today, I just wanted him to get with other dogs, see what's going on. Now he's going to play with Luke a little more, rough play. Up. He's got to get with dogs though. He's got to be with them. He's got to desensitize to them. He's got to get corrected by them. Now he's getting a few corrections. Doesn't care. Look at him. Look at his eyes. He's just going back and forth between the dogs. He's stimulated. You saw his eyes right there. Constantly stimulated.
Stop it.
That's the problem. So now he's going to meet Connery, and that's going to be the video tomorrow, is meeting dogs, talking to a client. Look at Connery's tail. Connery doesn't know what he's in for. But I was hesitant to let Connery down. Connery's so big, I just didn't want him to get mad at this guy and hurt this guy. But I've never once made that mistake in the past. No dogs get hurt. I have a system. The system works. Hey, if you like the video, comment, like, and of course, subscribe to the channel. We'll have another video like this with this dog tomorrow.